At some point in my business, I got tired and fed up of handling papers. Going to the reception to arrange papers, student registration forms, student screening forms, it was a whole lot. Having a heap of papers from years back and even in recent years. So when students are done with their graduation and all of that, we're stuck with a pile of papers that we never ever get to use. And of course, their passports, which could have been useful to them, but it's not exactly useful to us anymore. So we wanted to have a system, a paperless system, a system where we could access students' information. Meanwhile, my name is Eberechi Igwe Obuna, Creative Director of Eric's Academy of Fashion, Enugu's best fashion academy. Because we needed to be able to access students' information at every given point from any part of the world. So we decided to come up with a paperless system that has helped us over the years now. For some time now, we've been practicing that for some years now to be able to gather students' information and not only save costs from printing, but also help us to save space from having too much papers, raising a lot of German cockroaches. So if you'd like to learn how to organize your business information or perhaps you work in an organization or you head an organization meeting and all of that where you collect a lot of data, you collect students name, you collect members names, members address, members phone numbers, and you want to make this process seamless. Like you're tired of asking everybody to fill their names on a paper that might get lost eventually, or a paper that is going to leave you typing non-stop to get it on a spreadsheet. I'm going to teach you a very simple method of gathering information and keeping your information stored on the cloud for years, and you can be able to access it as well as other people who have access to that information. That's people you decide to share that information with from any part of the world. So if you'd like to learn a paperless system of storing your information on the cloud, and of course it's very free, keep watching this video. Meanwhile, on this channel, I share lots of tutorial tips on fashion business, general business tools, pattern drafting, and sewing. My name is Eberechi Igwe, author of Pattern Making for the Shapely African Woman and Advanced Pattern Mastery for the African Woman. You can get any of these books on Amazon. You can also order in Nigeria by contacting us on 070-3211-3474. So I'm going to alter my screen right now so that you can see how it's done on a phone. Then when I'm done with the phone version, we're going to go over to the laptop version and you see just how it's done. Keep watching. Of course, to be able to do this, you would need to turn on your internet connection. So because I want you to see a larger screen, I would recommend that you rotate your screen. So now I'm using my Google browser to go to search for it. You're going to search for forms.google.com. It's one of the Google work tools and it is free on Google. As far as you sign up to get a Gmail account, you're on Google, you're definitely going to get it for free. So now that it's open to docs.google.forms.google.com, I'm going to, it opens to an untitled form that you're going to title by yourself, by the way. So I mistakenly clicked on something else that took me back to Drive. So I'm going to take it back. I'm just going to click back to my browser, take it back so that you can see how we run this. So now I'm going to change the title of this untitled form to tutorials form for meetings. Okay, so we want to use this for Umwada meetings. So it's not like a real form. I'm just using it for the sake of this tutorial. I'm going to delete it eventually. So when you have a form, it gives you an option to write in whatever description that you want to talk about your form and all of that. So when you write your description, any description of your choice, that's fine. So if you're new to my channel, do well to subscribe. My name is Eberechi Igwe Obona. On this channel, I share a lot of tutorial tips on business tools, fashion business, pattern drafting, sewing, and the likes of it. So when we're done writing the description for this form, we can start with our questions. So we have options to write your untitled question. So you go ahead and give it the title that you want. what is your name? However format you want to write it, just go ahead and write it that way. So you can choose paragraph, short form, on multiple choice questions, like anyhow you want the question to appear, like the response to be, you can just go ahead and fill it in. So, how old are you? You can just go ahead and fill in the date instead of the actual age. You can go ahead and fill in a short answer. Whatever it is you want to fill in, you can comfortably fill it here. You can give them the option, the direction on how to do it. So, even if you run a hospital and you want to get the details of women who come to sign up for antenatal, you can just go ahead and fill in how many children have you had, how many miscarriages have you had before now? How many children are alive? Blah, 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 and the rest of them. So, right now, we're just going to go ahead to fill in, are you married? We want to know whether the Umuada is married. The Umuada member, is she married? Yes. Is she married? No. Are there other options? Is she divorced? Whatever option it is, we just want to make sure that they are able to fill it in comfortably. So when we're done with that one, we can just go ahead and move to the next one. Now, this is an option I didn't really talk about, required. You can go ahead and make the question required so that if the person doesn't answer it, the person cannot submit the form. But if you toggle off the required, the person can easily submit the form. So this is basically how I do mine. I duplicate every question, then edit the next question to be able to add other questions. There's also an option like those dots, those six dots underneath. You can use them to add fresh questions without having to duplicate and clean up like I'm doing. I just love to do the duplication and all of that. So, how many children do you have? Multiple choice questions. Or is it going to be a paragraph or a short answer? Okay, how about those who just got married and don't have kids, or those who are still waiting for God? So, you just go ahead and fill in all of those details. I hope you're enjoying this tutorial at this point. Your business shouldn't be so stressful to handle. You can absolutely make it a paperless business. You are able to fill in your details and access them from any part of the world. It is saved on cloud. It's not unique or specific to your phone. So even when you lose your phone, you can still access this information. It's just amazing. Google has made a whole lot very easy for us. So while you're watching this video, if there's any particular area that you want us to make videos on, do also just drop it in the comment section and we'll be sure to make videos on those particular areas. So I had to turn off the required parts so that the question wouldn't be a compulsory one, in such a way that even if the person doesn't fill it, the person can still submit. But if the required is toggled on, if you don't fill it, you can't submit it. Okay. So now there are also other questions that you can ask, and you now say, okay, if this person does not answer this question in this particular way, the person cannot continue filling the form. So after the phone number, I'm going to show you another how to add another session, because you might be running yours and you might want to add different sessions. You can just add as many sessions as possible. So the next session that I'm going to add is for rules and regulation. Okay, so on file uploads, I mentioned something about passports when I was talking about having a paperless business. We didn't want to collect passports anymore. We just want to see their faces on Google Drive. So we just click on the file upload as a response, like the kind of answer we want is a file upload. So the person just takes a picture on their phone and sends to us, and we're good. No hard copies of passports, no piling up. So section 2, our guidelines as Umuada Ibunine. So this time around, we just give a short description. We might just add the rules and regulations that might have already been written, and the Umuada get to read, okay, under the description. So after describing it, we now go ahead to add our next question. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, do also click on the subscription button and also highlight the notification bell so that you can get notified once I post a new tutorial video. So yes, under these rules and regulations, you might as well just copy it out from somewhere where you've written them, on your notes, on your docs, wherever it is. So now you're expecting the members to go through the documents and read them. That's if that's what you want to do, or you can just write anything you want to write there. It's not necessary, it must be the rules and regulations. However it is you want to do it, just go ahead. So I'm just going to click on the plus to add another question. And the question I'm going to ask is, have you read these rules and regulations? So for those of you who would like to use this to get your screening form, you can just ask people if they read rules and regulations, and then you can now make the response a multi-choice question, and you also make the response based on answer. So now the person can move on if the person says yes, and the person cannot move on if the person says no, so that you can be sure that the person is well accustomed to your rules and regulations. Okay, so you click it and then write continue to session. That's based on answer. So if person clicks on yes, continue to next session. Person clicks on no, do not continue. You just go back again to read the rules and regulations. Like, it's so cute. You have control over what people get to feel, unlike what you have on paper. So when someone feels like they can't really work with your system, the person goes elsewhere. Okay. So there are also options. You can fill in some details, add dates. Of course, this form, when you're submitting this form, it comes with a timestamp already from Google. So there's no like, okay, maybe if you're using it to collect your staff data, like people are signing in at the office using this particular form. Let's say you want to use it to collect your staff attendance, it has a timestamp. So someone can come by 7:30 a.m. and say, "Oh, I was here by 7 a.m." It has a timestamp already, so it prevents all of those things. And if you want to use it for your attendance, you can also add location so that it becomes location sensitive. It won't let someone log in if a person is not in your office location, the GPS. But I'm not going to go into details of that today. So that's basically it. So if you've gotten to this point in this video, congratulations, you have a very high level of focus. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. On this channel I share a lot of nice tutorials on how to run a successful business alongside business tools and others. So if you want to order any of my books on Amazon, you can just click on the link in the description box to order on Amazon. You can contact us on 07032113474 for inquiries on our trainings, registration, or if you want to order the book here in Nigeria. So now, when we're done filling all the details that we want, we've already talked about the file upload, passports. When we're done filling all the details that we want, we can just go ahead to click on settings to show what it's going to look like when we are done. So we can just click on show progress bar so that person now know, oh, I feel 10%, I have 50% left. Okay, so confirmation message, I don't want to just have your form has been collected or whatever. I just want to have, thank you for joining Omada Owanile. Then we save it. Okay, so whatever it is you want to have there, you can, for me, when you sign up for Erex, you can just be welcome to Erex. We're glad to have you here. Okay, just go ahead. Then, if you want the person to be able to fill this form only once, like once you fill it, it is done. You can still click on it, fill only once. It's all there. Okay, so just go ahead, do it, play around with it, and it's so cute. So when you're done with this, if you want to copy the link to this form, okay, no one has filled yet, so that's why our responses is at 0. So if you want to copy the link to this form now, you can just click on the share button, copy the link, or you just click on the link button up there and copy it. So this particular place is showing empty because, well, nothing has been filled on this sheet yet, so I had to click on sheet to link it up to a new sheet. So we created in different sheet, like you don't have to manually create the sheet, just click on the sheet, it just takes you directly to the sheet. That is where your responses will be shown on spreadsheet, Google sheet. Okay, so now I want to show you one of the Google forms that I have created already. So the we created a Google form for our screening form. Okay, so I'll just click on it. I'm clicking on the form itself. You can see the link. When you're done creating it, you can you'll see the link up, you see the share button up as well, so you can share it so that other people can see the link. So these are people that have already responded to this particular Google form, and these are their emails. So depending on the questions, you can just go to settings, see other things. So I just wanted to show you what this looks like after responding. And so this is basically it, and this is what it looks like. So yours can look differently, so I also want to show you what it looks like on Google Sheets. Okay, so please stay with me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share so that others too can learn. So I'm going to click on that green cross, that green box that has a cross, like a white cross inside it. That green cross is showing me the spreadsheet where it is the responses are being sent to. So when I click on it, it's just going to open up to the spreadsheet. Okay, when it opens up to the spreadsheet, I can now comfortably see all the students' details at a glance. So it came with a timestamp. That timestamp is telling you the exact time that the students filled the form. Okay, so that's it. You can see number one and all over. So you can see their names, their addresses, some questions they answer yes or no to. Are you pregnant? Do you travel a lot? Are you working? All of those details that are very important to us that we ask our students, we just fill it in. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.